this week, not an issue.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Courtland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in...
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw. Newton steps away to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Newton on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. McPherson on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw. Newton flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Newton now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want...
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Flush to his right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Burrow looking to pass. for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now, Newton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Burrow on play action. And that's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
20. On
1st and 10, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Newton on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. Wide open. It's Marshall, complete. Touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
82 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Being chased out left. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He finds his man complete. That's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 70 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. On first down, it's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Airing one out for Boyd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. For Marshall, that's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. Gonzalez's kick is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton's going to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is caught by Anderson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot now for Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.